Alright, so today we have the Woodcraft Rearsets. My rear sets are broken off. Well, my right side rear not passenger. My right side peg is broken off, and I have damage to the lever and all that other good stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade to the Woodcraft rear sets for the FZ-07. These were I think like 380, 390 or something like that. So if you look here, you can see it's broken off. The foot pegs are fixed, so they act as sliders. And Woodcraft definitely makes some good sliders. I mean, they pretty much saved me, I think, from totaling out the motorcycle. If this wasn't here, if this Woodcraft slider wasn't here, all this damage would have been here. You know, so this saved all this. So, you know, they make a pretty good frame slider, at least for the FZ-07. So why not do more business with them and get the rear sets that also act as sliders, the foot pegs. My chair, 2 3-ton jack stands and some wood, couple tools. Let's get to work. It's a cloudy day, not much sunlight. Seems like something is missing from right here. It looks like somebody's already been in here cutting something out. But this is how they came from the company I bought them from, which is Revzilla. There's a cutout already. Maybe there was a mistake when they packaged it and they cut something out. Maybe it had an extra part on it, but there seems like somebody cut something out. But it's definitely not used because it's sealed. So I don't know what that's about, but okay. Before I take it out of the package, I'm just gonna read some stuff off. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna read it off anyways. 2015, 2016 complete standard or GP shift adjustable rear set with pedals clear anodized. Important: shift and or brake pedal must be taken apart and assembled with thread locking compound for racing use only. Okay, so everything is unpackaged. First step in the directions is to remove the stock rear set. So that's the first step. Remove all this, because this rear set for the FZ-07 does have a brake light. It will be using the brake light. Some of them don't. Some rear sets, like aftermarket rear sets, don't allow, or you got to like really modify them. Damn, the music, dude. Fucking annoying. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we're gonna be reusing the brake light switch on the rear sets. All right, so I can't really help the idiot who thinks that everybody else wants to hear his music. You got to excuse the music. is going to be annoying to try to get back on. Alright, so this bolt here is being held in by a pin, basically. It goes in the side of the little hole. You might not be able to see it on the camera or not, but there's a small hole right there, and it slides in there. Then you have to bend it, make it clip. Man, that's what's keeping this onto here. That this little pin. And we don't need these anymore. We do need this bolt. But yeah, this is done. I have to use some of these bolts or washers, I think. I'm not sure if this one has to come out. I gotta look at the instructions. But this is done. It's broken, damaged. All right, so this is a part of the rear set. Now you probably can't see it, or yes, if I cover it up a little bit. But these are stamped with numbers. The number is followed by a letter. In this case, it's followed by the letter R, as in right side or right. So you need to make sure that this goes on the right side. I'm pretty sure that the other, well, this one, okay, brake side, that's easier, brake side, clutch side. The number is followed by a letter. In this case, R. R is in right. Right is the brake side. Again, we have the other side. Can you see them? Well, really can't see it that good from the camera, but there's a number. Number is followed by a letter. In this case, it's an L. Left side, clutch side. Alright, probably shouldn't use the Loctite on this. I'm just going to insert something. Loctite is going to go in there. Alright, so there's a pin right there, which allows you to adjust the foot peg in several different locations. I mean, that's pretty high right there. Here you lower it. Now there's also a hole in here. It also needs to be lined up, so that, which right now I'm just going to go high since I have fork-mounted clip-ons that are leaning me over pretty good. I'm just going to start off high. See how I like it. Now I'm not going to use Loctite on here right now, on this one, because I might have to adjust it if I don't like the position of the pegs. So I'll just hand tighten it right now for a little while. Get the peg. Here's the peg. The peg also comes with a an end cap or a plug. No, I'm sorry. That goes in there, I'm pretty sure. This does not come with an end cap. Alright, so this is for the brake switch. I mean, it holds the brake pedal on too, but it's also like, this is going to be for the brake switch. I'm thinking right now. Like, I think the springs are going to hold to this. Wait a minute. Yeah, the springs are going to go here. Alright, I think I figured a couple things out. Where did that spring go? So this spring is going to hold up that part. That like that. Now, this came from somewhere. Forget where. Alright, so I'm starting to piece together this rear set puzzle. This goes in there. That goes in there. Of course, when I'm ready, this will go back to the brake. I think this goes inside of here. Like that. That would make sense. And let me go ahead and temporarily connect this bolt in here. This bolt is from the OEM rear set. Instructions are saying reuse it, even though it's got this weird retaining system, which is going to be annoying to try to get back on and like clamp down correctly. But this is what must be done. Man, that music is annoying as shit. Okay, I just figured out something else. Remember how I was saying that there's a little nub here that's like preventing the rear set from sliding up into different positions? Well, that's because I wasn't paying attention to the directions. Now, they come with spacers. Once you apply the spacers, it'll allow you to bypass this nub and move it up or down, up or down. So I wasn't really paying attention. Yep. So once the spacers are used, you can go between two holes, up and down, bypassing this little nub here. And I figured out that vice gripping the switch plate to the rear set kind of helps line it up so that I won't cross thread the master cylinder. Helps a little bit, not much. At least I can start to hand tighten. Release this now. Alright, so the brake switch lever is connected to the master cylinder. Now I'm going to reattach the actual yeah, dude. If I don't raise it to the higher setting with the M4 exhaust, I would have a clearance issue. So, I mean, if you have the M4, I mean, the way it looks now, if I try to bolt this in, like in a lower position, I don't think it'd clear, even with the spacers. I don't think it'd clear. There would be a clearance issue. I mean, with it like that, it actually makes contact with the M4 in the lower position. But if I rise it up, it'll actually clear it. Yep. So that would be a clearance issue in the lower settings if you have an aftermarket exhaust, specifically the M4. I have the M4, but since this is adjustable, I can raise it and clear the M4. So far, so good. Just gonna attach that. Should be good. I don't know where I bought these. They always seem to lock in. All right. So I'm just gonna tighten these back down and we'll be done. All right. So brake side rear set complete. Seems work good to me. You know what I forgot to do? Secure that bolt. Wow. When I first bought the motorcycle, I was gonna go with the red and black theme. Then I changed my mind because this is not, it's like an anodized red. It's not really red. Then I bought something else that was another part for the bike that was red, and it didn't match. So I scrapped the red and black theme. I just scrapped it. Like, forget it. I'm going to be switching these over to black. But yeah, like for this rebuild, I plan on like trying to murder everything as much as possible. Everything's black. Black. I want black everything for the most part. Obviously, this is not black. There's nothing I can do about it other than try to cover it up with like a protector or something. But for the most part, my plan on the rebuild is black everything. As much black as possible. I like black. All right, so here I have the peg for this clutch, and it goes on right there, I believe. It should go on like that. Now to come up and connect the rod. Woodcraft Rearset is pretty good at hiding the bolts, the heads of the bolt. The reason you hide the bolt, or the reason they are hiding the head of the bolt, is so in the event of a crash, the head of the bolt can't be sheared off or scratched off or rubbed off on the concrete. Because if it's rubbed off, obviously you can't extract it and replace the part. So I'm thinking that the bolt goes in behind so that it's protected. I'm pretty sure, well, let me go to the instructions. But yeah, but like I was saying, for the most part, most of the bolts are either recessed or behind the actual part, which helps protect the, you know, how would I say it? It helps along the repair. You don't have to extract a bolt with some special tool or take it to like a mechanic with a special tool, because the bolts for the most part are protected. The heads of the bolt. For example, let's look at this right here. The bolt is not right here. You know, it's behind here. It's protected. The bolts that go in here are recessed. It's protected behind. So if you drop the bolt in, the head of the bolt is for the most part protected by the actual frame of the rear set. So if you're coming along, first of all, this will act as a slider. If you're down to here, you're probably dead. I mean, if you're scraping it off to right there, you're probably dead. It has a hole in it. This is designed to break off, give away, from what I'm reading per their website. That's there so that it doesn't catch and flip the bike. So instead of catching in like a hole or something, you know, say you're sliding, the bike is sliding, and this catches, then that's a weak point that's designed on purpose to allow that to break away. Still, and you still have some slider left. And plus you have, well, I have another slider too, so there you go. I went high, right? I went with the highest setting. Yeah, so there's a difference in the size of the spacer. Can't pick up the spacer right now. There's a significant difference in the size of the spacers. OEM Woodcraft. The grease. Okay, the rear sets are done. I know you probably want to see me like sitting on the bike with my feet on the rear sets with the clip-ons, but you're gonna have to wait. Stay tuned.